Good afternoon. Welcome to the December edition of the Paw Print newspaper. My name is Sam, and this is
Sarah.
The title of my article is Red, White, and Blue. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. I'm sure you have all heard these words before, like when you say the pledge in the gymnasium on Monday mornings. But have you ever wondered why we do it? I sure have. Mrs. Gordy, our principal, talked to me about reciting the pledge. Mrs. Gordy reported she thinks the reason we do the pledge is because of respect to our country and history. Wait a minute, respectful is the R in Panther Pride. Remember to be respectful to everyone. Mrs. Gordy is not really sure when the pledge started in our school. So give it up for the man that invented the Pledge of Allegiance, Francis Bellamy. Francis Bellamy wrote the pledge in 1892. But after years and years went by, the pledge changed 5 times. Basically, saying the pledge means you swear to be loyal to the USA. So remember, wear red, white, and blue on the most patriotic day of the year, the 4th of July. And don't burn yourself with sparklers. Now over to Sarah.
That was a wonderful article. My article is called King of the Sky Found a Garage. One day when Grace Roars came home from school, she was surprised to find out there was an eagle at her house. Her mom tried to call the DNR, but she couldn't reach them, so they called the Raptor Center. They called there and were given permission to catch the eagle with a blanket, but to call the sheriff first. When they called the sheriff said they needed special permission, which they had already received. Grace's parents cornered the eagle and caught it with the blanket. The Raptor Center called and asked if there was any blood or bones sticking out, which there was not. The following day, Grace was picked up from school to watch the eagle get transferred. Watch out for flying eagles.
Hello, my name is Matthew Arns, and this is
Carla Gilbert.
the title of my article is New Students. Christian Eatree is a new student in Mr. Denny's 5th grade. He used to go to Leslie Lake Elementary in Wazetta. Some of his favorite things to do are playing Legos and coloring pictures. His favorite show is the National Geographic show. He has a sister in Mr. Parsons' 3rd grade named Taryn. If you see him in the hall, say hi. Now over to Carly.
That was a very wonderful article, Matt.
Thanks.
Go green. Did you know that we are losing part of our animals' habitat every second? Well, we are, and we need to help take care of it. One of the main causes is global warming. Global warming is caused by carbon monoxide that comes out of our car from littering and simple pollution. Everyone can help by going green. Going green is basically just reusing, reducing, and recycling. You can make the world a better place, one step at a time.
My name is Abigail Kep, and this is
Riley Springer.
and my article was Teacher Feature. Say happy birthday to Mr. Wagner, who just turned 40 on December 16th. He said that the best birthday present would be to read a book of his choice for 2 hours. Mr. Wagner is a 6th grade teacher and has the biggest class in the whole school, 31 kids. His favorite thing about 6th grade is how much communication and thought process 6th graders have. His least favorite thing is to repeat discipline to the same kids. Mr. Wagner has been teaching for 14 years. He has 4 children. Maybe you'll have Mr. Wagner as a 6th grade teacher. Now over to you, Riley.
Very good article. My article is Ask a 6th Grader. This month's Ask a 6th Grader question was, what is your favorite game? This question came from Carter Oakes, a 2nd grader, in Mr. Radke's class. I asked Mr. Radke's class what their favorite board games were, their electronic games, and what their favorite sports are. The most popular board game was checkers and then chess. They liked to play Wii, and then they liked Xbox as electronic devices, and baseball and soccer were their favorite sports. My favorite board game is Catchphrase. I like to play Wii, and my favorite sport is football. What is your favorite board game, electronic game, and sport?
My name is Katie Kogel, and this is Will Huslet. The title of my article is Ho Ho Ho. It's that time of year again, time to start dreaming about Christmas vacation. Here are some of the 6th graders' plans for their Christmas vacation. Some students will stay home and read stories by that one fire. Unlike one student who is traveling all the way to Texas by car. Some students will be performing plays about Jesus' birth in church. How will you be spending your Christmas vacation? Happy holidays. Now over to Will.
The title of my article is Christmas Songs and Traditions. This month I interviewed Mrs. Suki's 4th grade class about Christmas songs and traditions. I asked them what their favorite Christmas song is out of Jingle Bells, Deck the Halls, and Rudolph. Rudolph won big time. My next question was how many kids open presents on Christmas Eve? Turns out only 3 people do. My next question was how many kids open presents on Christmas Day? Turns out 16 do. My next question was if they could get any piece of equipment for recess out of a trampoline or a giant slide for Christmas, which one would it be? It was almost unanimous. Trampoline won. That's all I have, so have a happy Christmas.
Hi, my name is Catherine Bergwest, and this is Sarah Smith, and the title of my article is Meet the Staff. I interviewed Mrs. Olson. It was really fun because she had a bubbly personality. Mrs. Olson teaches students who need extra help in math and reading. Guess what? Mrs. Olson grew up in Parker's Prairie and went to school here. Cool, huh? Mrs. Olson has 3 children. 3 boys, Josh, Caleb, and Jordan, and 1 girl, Kinsey. Mrs. Olson likes playing with her grandchildren. Her favorite colors are earth colors like brown, dark green, yellow, and orange. Her favorite food is ham and scalloped potatoes. Her birthday is on November 23rd. Mrs. Olson likes reading books, and her favorite kind of book is historical fiction. Mrs. Olson has 2 dogs and 2 cats. Mrs. Olson's favorite season is summer because it's warm. I asked Mrs. Olson what she likes about Parker's Prairie, and she said it's small and everyone knows each other, and less crime, less traffic, and less pollution. If you see Mrs. Olson in the hall, say hi, and I'll bet you she'll say hi back. Now over to Sarah.
Very good article, Catherine. My article is donkey basketball. She shoots, she scores, she's riding a donkey? Rachel Gravo was one of the very few who were daring enough to ride a donkey. A lot of people suited up in padding and headgear and made their way to the gym to win the trophy for whoever they were supporting. Although the seniors put up a good fight, the teachers were a little bit better. In the end, the teachers came out on top and the seniors came in second. Mrs. Grabo won the award for MVP. And the donkeys, well, I think they're happy to have a load taken off their